everybody, it's Bob and Dan's American Adventure episode 1. We have arrived in New York and had a couple of days here, and our journey across to LA is going to start today. I'm Dan, this is Bob. If you don't know us, how are you, Bob?
I'm good, good.
We're both from the south coast of England, a place called Bournemouth, but we are here to discuss our journey so far. So Bob, we have arrived in New York. Let's start at the beginning. So we had to wake up quite early, didn't we?
Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning to leave from Bournemouth to get to Heathrow.
How did you feel when you woke up that early?
I didn't really sleep, so tired.
Okay. I got to Heathrow, everything was all cool. We had Fletch, he drove us in the car. He was a nice guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then we got to the airport, everything went smoothly all the way through security to the terminal. We had a nice breakfast.
Well, the quickest route up there, we got there like an hour early. We were there for like 3-4 hours waiting for the flight.
Yeah.
So everything went quick, straight through customs, straight through everything.
And how was the plane journey?
Plane journey was good. Nice little Indian sat between us.
I asked because I was asleep for most of it. Yeah, lovely Indian lady.
Yeah.
We actually booked a seat by the window for myself, so I knew I was going to sleep, and for the aisle, and we were hoping that there was going to be a gap in the middle. No one wanted to sit in between us. But this lovely little Indian lady was sat there.
From New York.
She's from New York. And you had a few conversations with her, didn't you? I heard
some very random ones, yes.
I heard a few while I was trying to sleep. I was holding my smiles back. What did you talk about?
Bearing in mind the woman's about 60, I was telling her about eating, because she'd been to Amsterdam for 3 weeks, so I assumed the lady was into a bit of smoke.
He assumed that.
I don't think she was after the conversation.
But the elderly Indian lady who was sat between us, who had just visited her daughter in Amsterdam.
No, it was about an hour and a half later when she told me she was visiting her daughter.
You were telling her a little story though. What was the story you were telling her about your mate?
I had a friend, Bootsy, went to Amsterdam for football. First night they were there, he goes into a cafe, sees the locals eating the cake. And they were liberal it, taking a little bit and eating it. And Bootsy's a bit of a dick, and he thought he'd be able to eat it in one hit. 3 days later, he woke up, and for two of the days, everyone was checking him to breathing with mirrors, because he didn't move or anything. So yeah, the moral of the story,
holding the mirrors over his mouth. So
you can't see the steam sort of thing. You're just making sure that he was actually breathing because he didn't move.
Poor old Bootsy.
Yeah, but yeah, the lad woke up 3 days later, missed the football match, missed everything, and it was day to go home when he actually woke up.
Did this lady appreciate this story?
She found it funny.
Found it funny. And you had a couple of beers on the plane. You haven't had a beer for a while, have you? This is because you were on
First
holiday.
time I drank properly in about 4 years.
And how many beers did you have on the plane?
Most probably 6, and I only drank 3 of them.
Well, what happened to the other 3?
4 of them.
Well, what happened to the other 2 or 3?
2 of them, I sort of made it look like I wet myself. Beer was pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, there was a few accidents, wasn't there, Bob?
Yeah,
you ended up being one of the most popular people on the plane, despite all of
Yes,
this.
definitely. I think they couldn't believe how much I was drinking. Because every time they walked by, I was asking for beer.
The air hostess definitely found you hilarious. So
yeah,
that was fun. I wanna be a part of it.
New York, New York. My singing's great. I sing like an angel.
Angel of Death.
On crack.
Get through into JFK Airport.
Very intimidating.
I've been to America before, so I had to go in one particular line, but Bob, as first time into America, he's not been allowed in it before. But when you came in this time, you had to go a separate line from
Separate line, which was 200 people.
It was a long time as well, because I picked up all the bags. I was still waiting for another hour for you. How did it go when you got to the immigration?
Immigration was absolutely fine, and he asked me for my fingerprints.
Oh, did you give them?
I sort of argued, and then I realised where I was and I might get shot, or even worse, a fist up my arse. So I decided to give him my fingerprints, but...
Okay, so you took the fingerprints, you came through, and then finally we're in New York.
In New York,
we got to the hotel. What do you think of the hotel? This is our first...
Hotel's incredible, service incredible.
We did only end up with 1 bed to begin with though, didn't we? Okay, first of all, first problem, we got to hotel. It's not 2 beds like they said it would be, it's 1 bed, so I'm sleeping with Bob, my plan worked. And it turns out Bob doesn't mind because he's brought himself a handbag with him on this trip. That was all. Luckily they did sort out...
It was a very big bed, I mean, it could have fit 4 people, wouldn't it?
It wasn't the actual purpose of our holiday.
We do have 2 beds.
Yeah.
1 second. One. Two.
There you go. So we do have two. Thank you for that. Two beds, and we went straight out, didn't we?
Yes,
you had your first
definitely.
Uber ride.
Uber was incredible. I do love the Ubers.
You love talking to the Uber drivers as well. My
Yeah.
my rating for Uber has gone down by a point since we've been taking them, but it's okay. We've had some good conversations, and we went to Manhattan. Straight away, we saw our old friend Ashley, who lives here now.
Ashley was incredible.
How are you?
Say hello.
Hello.
Ashley! I'm the Empire State Building. Fucking awesome.
Oh, I got it that way then.
He
Took us to the nicest bar in New York.
He did
maybe.
take us to the nicest bar, and he even paid the bill, which was
Empire
nice because
State Building.
I think he actually needed to take out another mortgage on his house
definitely.
to pay for that as well.
We were there for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's true. Then we went to an Irish pub. Had a few beers there. Do you remember that one? It had all money on the wall.
Yes,
That
I
was
do
weird,
remember that.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
All signed by
all
different
$1
people.
bills on the wall, and I was thought in England wouldn't last 2 seconds.
No, that's
That wall would have been ripped to pieces.
and it was still fairly early actually. You know, we had a few drinks, but by that point it was only like 7, 8 o'clock. So we thought we'd go over to Times Square and see it at night time. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Mate, this is f***ing incredible, isn't it? Pictures everywhere. I managed that style photo.
Yeah,
Times
very
Square, we had a hot dog.
good. Hot diggity dog was hot.
I thought it was a bit disappointing though. 'cause
I think it's because we went up to the guy going hot diggity dog,
And then we
he
ended up-
thought we wanted hot as in spicy.
yeah, it was very spicy.
But we was on obviously in England, it's hot diggity dog, and that's what they say.
yeah, and yeah, it wasn't that great, but it was okay.
hot.
It was
good.
spicy, a bit too spicy for that time of night as well.
Lost in the underground.
Like a gun on a paper would be incredible.
You know, in life, you have a good attitude.
Oh, definitely.
You have one.
Nothing say that, guys. It's putting.
Yeah, and then pretty much we came home, back to the hotel anyway. Went out the next day and saw everything at
In daylight, yeah.
So we saw Times Square. What do you think of New York so far, Bob?
I want to get a bubblegum shrimp.
Bubblegum shrimp.
Bubblegum shrimp.
Times Square. Went down to Central Park. What do you
Got
think?
ripped off by people on CDs.
You did. What happened? Well, tell us about that, Bob.
Well, the guy accused me of looking like John Terry when I walked past.
John Terry, the footballer.
John Terry, footballer, Chelsea Football Club. My first response was, I'm not a rapist. The bloke found that quite funny and basically ushered me into buying a CD. But then when I brought the CD, I had to buy another CD off the other guy because he said it was unfair. And then before I knew it, I'd lost $30 and...
They were trying to get you for your change as well, didn't they? They took a
Yeah.
10 and they said, can we change 50?
Yeah, and it was just very, I should have just given
Well,
him a finger, but now I know that's what they get.
And we don't know if there's actually anything on the CDs. We'll find out tonight. When
Oh,
we
yeah,
start
we'll play
driving.
them later,
We'll
yeah.
play them in the car.
We won't put them in a computer.
Never know. It might be the best CDs ever. Might be, you know, could be 200 tracks on each one. Could be the next Jay-Z.
Could be.
You funded him. You should have a share in his
Yeah.
rap career.
Well, I think he rips everybody off, doesn't he?
Yeah. Central Park.
Booyah!
What do you think of Central
Central
Park?
Park was incredible.
Tree,
lots of
tree,
tree,
rock,
lots of rock. Rock.
Tree.
Yes, definitely. Central Park was incredible. Went to the lake and seen terrapins everywhere in it. And
Do you reckon those terrapins were thrown in from people who had pets and they didn't want them anymore?
I
Or
couldn't.
do you reckon they're native to
Might
New
be
York?
native, don't know.
There's a lot in there, isn't there?
There was hundreds, but you couldn't really get
I
photos.
think
They're tiny.
weren't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from New York? They like pizza, so probably.
There must be somewhere.
Must be, yeah. Maybe that's how they started.
Yeah.
Started in the lake
Started in the lake and went into the sewer.
and went into Central Park. And then, the most exciting part of our trip is obviously after Central Park, we managed to find a big building. Trump Tower.
Oh, Trump Towers.
So Bob, where are we now?
Trump Tower, motherfucker. And I just trumped.
Which is very
Trumping in
exciting.
Trump Towers.
Now we did promise we're going to make sure we weren't going to spend any money in Trump
Yes,
Tower.
definitely.
We didn't need any money for one. It doesn't need any money, but we did want to see it. It's a big building. There's not much in there though, is there?
Starbucks. A few little shops.
What did you say when you saw Starbucks?
Oh, Starbucks.
They were relevant that they're in the Trump building, right?
Oh yeah, relevant Trump buildings. They don't actually pay tax, so it does make a bit of sense why it's in his building.
Yeah, he's probably got a little deal with them, innit?
I expect he makes all the money. I expect it's his business.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? He probably just hasn't put his name down on it.
Yeah, I expect he owns it somewhere along the line, doesn't he?
Yeah, but we didn't stay in there that long. We just went upstairs, and there's nothing up there. Just
A couple of gardens. We couldn't go in one.
I'd say it's more like a patio.
They called it a garden.
Yeah, it did. It was a patio.
It was a concrate garden. Yeah,
It was-
a nice concrete garden for the middle.
It was a concrete
middle of New
jungle
York.
where dreams are made of. And yeah, after that we had some lunch in a nice Sean's Irish pub.
Sean's Irish pub.
Another Irish pub, a different one.
Very nice
Yeah,
food.
Irish pubs are everywhere, aren't they?
They seem to like it here, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Well, saying that, the Irish are everywhere.
The Irish are
It
everywhere.
doesn't matter where you go. I think it must be the potatoes. They must not like eating them.
Brilliant. And and of course we then saw the Rockefeller Centre. We were going to go to the top, but it was a bit expensive, so we decided against it. And then came back and had dinner in Jamaica Queens, which is where our
Jamaica
hotel
Queens.
is.
Yeah, very rough, but very nice.
It was a rough area, but actually it was nice food.
It
wasn't
looked like it was from Compton, the films.
Straight out
Scary.
of Compton.
But
We're the
saying
wrong
that,
side for that, but
every single person was fine. Just did, yeah, no intimidation. Just, yeah, looked very, very rough, but actually okay.
awesome. All right. Well, I'm glad we're having a good trip so far. Our next step is to get the car. We've booked it already. Hopefully we're not going to have any problems when we pick it up. And then tonight, we haven't booked a hotel or anything. We're just going to see how
Wing
far
it.
we get. The aim is probably maybe Pittsburgh, which is in Pennsylvania. Interesting fact about Pennsylvania, it's where all pencils are made.
Very interesting.
And yeah, we'll
We
try.
buy pencils?
We'll go past Philadelphia, get to Pittsburgh, and then perhaps find a motel around there, and then we'll catch up with these lovely peeps on the camera on the interweb later.
Yeah.
But after that, we're going to get through. We're going to try and make sure we're halfway through the journey by at least the 31st of July, which is about 6-7 days from now, because we want to make sure we have a couple of days in Vegas before we arrive in LA as well.
Most probably get buried in the desert.
Awesome. Bob, what do you think of the American people so far?
They're very helpful, very customer service orientated, and most people seem to be very nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit unusual to what we're used to. All the bars seem to be friendly and, yeah, not like England.
Cool. Okay, thank you very much, Bob.
Definitely.
And we'll be right back and enjoy our little blog for our American adventure. See you later.
See ya.